Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I sat down to film and the sun started setting, so this is going to be one of those videos where it's just going to get progressively darker and darker in the back until the video is over. Anyway, today we're going to be doing my monthly favorites and flops. These are going to be all of the products in the month of August that were so good that I wanted to talk about them again, and so bad that I needed to warn you to stay away from it as quickly as possible and to run for the hills. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day. That'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into this month's favorites and flops with me, stay tuned. Alright, so the first item comes out of this month's Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. It is the Aether Beauty Moonlight palette. I did a tutorial on this. You will see another tutorial with this palette. I did not use it today. I use a very different blue palette, but I did promise a green or blue look out of this palette, so I will be doing another tutorial. I love the formula. It is absolutely stunning, wears beautifully. I did see somebody comment that it creased on them. I use like a thick, creamy base, like a MAC paint pot or a P. Louise, so I have yet to have an issue with that, and I've used this palette a handful of times. Palette and product is apparently Pollock. I used this palette, this product, several times and experienced no issues, but it is all very personal. My lids do tend to be pretty oily, but lately I have still been using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot just because I am almost out of it, and I am trying to finish it up before I move to a completely cruelty-free option, but I have no issues with creasing when I do that. Palette retails for $58. It is the most beautiful palette that I have used in a long time. It is also vegan, cruelty-free, sustainable, no magnets or mirrors in the palette, so it's completely recyclable, and ethically, that is an amazing thing. Plus, it has crushed up sapphires in the formula. All in, it's just one of those products that I'm really excited about and want to keep talking about. The next product came from Algenist. This was sent to me. They launched it recently, but I got it about 3 weeks ago. This is the Blue Algae Vitamin C Skin Clarity Brightening Serum. Now, I do want to talk about this for a second because it is a weird green-blue color, but it absorbs right into the skin, and it is a beautiful serum for during the day. I did use it under my makeup today, and everything just has this really youthful glow to it. The one thing I do want to say, it smells like basil. And not in a like subtle herby way, like it legitimately, you can use this in a pesto and nobody would notice. That might be off-putting. I do notice that the scent does not linger on the face for too long, so you don't have to worry about it like smelling like basil for a long time. But if you are sensitive to fragrance, I mean, I don't think it's from artificial fragrance. I think it just smells like that. If you're sensitive to that, there is a strong scent to this, but it does dissipate pretty quickly. And I do love, like, the hand has this nice glow now. My face has a nice glow to it. Like, this is not shiny. Like, if I pat this with a dry sponge just to, like, pick up any oils, the glow is still there, which I think is absolutely beautiful. I love the way this is layered under makeup. Next, this actually came from... This was from my Chic Beauty Box. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Color Correcting Pen. It is a lavender color corrector. You know I'm a big fan of the Dragon Beauty Lavender Color Corrector because my under eyes have some natural yellowness to this area, which all of the other color correctors correct, you know, blue and bruising and redness, but not yellow. So this is amazing for correcting yellow in the under eyes. If you're like me and you don't want to look jaundicey, a little bit of this in any of those yellow areas, which for me is the under eye, is amazing. It's a little bit less pigment than the Dragon Beauty one, so you can use the Dragon Beauty if you're going in with a lot of full coverage, but if you want something a little more natural, this will give you a light tint of color correcting. So if you want to go in with a lightweight concealer or even a tinted moisturizer on top, you totally can. Next, out of my BoxyCharm this month, this is the Vesca Bronzer in Kissed by Diani, which on paper looks like it's going to be a little bit too dark for me, but I think it's like the perfect bronzer tone for me. I layer my blush on top. It is stunning. I do want to give an honorable mention to the Base Blue 10th Anniversary brush. This is the brush that I have been using exclusively for bronzer just because of the way it hugs the cheek, feathers the temples. I can get the jaw with it, and it is just really beautiful. I used it in a couple videos this month, and I kept forgetting to tell you what it was, or I said it too fast, but a bunch of you commented. It is from the brand Base Blue, and it is their 10th anniversary brush. It is fantastic, and I have been using it with this bronzer every time I do my makeup. The next two products come from different subscription boxes, but they are both from Laura Geller. First, I have the Casual Collection Multi-Finish Eyeshadow Palette. This came in a BoxyCharm, and it is such a beautiful, like, cool-toned, there's my reflection, cool-toned, muted palette. You know I love when palettes have these, like, pseudo-grungy, but, like, not gray, but they're definitely on the muted side. It's just one of those really pretty color stories that I find myself being very drawn to all year long, but especially this time of summer where I am just ready for fall. The other product is the High Def Illuminating Duo in Heart of Gold. This also came in a BoxyCharm, but recently I got it in, I think I got it in that Chic Beauty Box as well. I don't know where the one I got in my BoxyCharm is, but it's just such a beautiful highlighter. I love that there is the more shimmery side and the more sparkly side. I'm going to take a little bit of sparkle onto the cheeks just to amp up the glow because the sun is setting, so, you know, why not? It just adds this beautiful illumination to the skin. Like, I could literally just dust this everywhere, and it is so beautiful. Both from Laura Geller, both from subscription boxes, both fantastic. Moving over to the flops, and I'll come back to favorites at the end because I don't like ending on a bad note. Coming out of this month's Chic Beauty Box, this is the Makeup Drop. It is one of those silicone sponges. After I used it, I dropped it right in here, and now I'm talking about how much I didn't like it. This is going right in the trash. Not a fan. Did not like it. I feel like it spread everything on, but it didn't actually press it into the skin. All of the foundation on here, because I did do that today, is from me using this to press out and blend what this did not do. So not going to be a fan of that. Not going to use it again. I'm going to stick to my sponges. This is the DSMD sponge. It's the purple one, which was a collaboration with Trend Mood. It's just such a beautiful sponge, and it's so soft. So why would I use a silicone, like, just no. Coming out of BoxyCharm, the Lavala Los Angeles Flirty Lash Set. I did not like the applicator. I did not like the glue. I actually did not use the glue, but it had this gunk on it, so I refused to put it near my eyeball. And when I put on the lashes, they look like they were two different lashes. Like, they don't look like they're crazy different in there, but on the eyes, they feel like they're two different shapes. For the inconsistency reasons, that's a pass from me. I am not even going to waste my time talking about the Zoeva lip because the color was just that not cute. Everybody commented on that video telling me how gross the lip color looked. I know. I even said it in that video when I changed to another lip. Not for me. That is a pass. And the last flop comes from Nars. Not because it was bad, but because it's just not a great product. This is the eyeshadow duo in Tsarine. The colors just weren't it for me. I think the formula is nice, but you're going to need to go into other products to make it work, which for me makes it not a worthwhile product. If you're going to do a duo like this, like Smashbox has these trios, which you can do a complete eye look out of. This, I felt like I needed several other things to make it work, which means it is not a hit from me. And going into the last two hits, the first is from Cab. It is the lip oil. This came a while ago in a BoxyCharm. I recently revisited it. I am back to loving it again and back to taking it with me everywhere. I do love that there's not really a blue tint to it, but it does just give you a nice wash of gloss on the lips. And the last item is from Haus Labs. This is the Glam Attack Shimmer Liquid Eyeshadow Powder in the shade Aphrodite. It is the pink one. I have used this in several videos this month. Every time I use something that was rose gold or peachy pinky, I would go into this just to add a little bit of extra texture and dimension on top of the eyes. It is an all-around amazing color. I do love the formula, and I am a massive fan, and I'm so happy that it came in a BoxyCharm box. It still kind of smells like basil. Anyway, those are my favorites and flops for the month. Let me know your thoughts down below, and let me know the products you have been loving. That is the way that I figure out what I want to try in the next month, is based on your recommendations. So let me know down below your favorites and flops. Let me know what worked for you and what didn't, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!